Hello again. So this time I actually remembered to record this before actually making my board. So this time around I'm making a interface board for the Wii tracking sensor that's on the front of the little Wiimotes, and it'll allow me to talk to using I2C from a microcontroller to the Wii sensor. And this time I already cut my board, cleaned it, prepped it, so it's ready to go into printer, and I'll just show you the entire process. So here I have my board printed, or I have my board ready to be printed, and there's just a line out here just to prep the print heads to make sure that they're flowing well and the ink is coming out nice and strong. So I've already sent one to the printer, and what I'll do, so you can see here, send it to the printer. It's reported that the printer's out of paper, and this allows me to do is get everything ready so that all I have to do is hit the print button and it'll start printing. Speed it up. And then it registers, and then it starts printing. So now, if you can, I know I hate it when people tilt things in YouTube. So you can see the print head going along there. Let's turn on this. You might be able to see a little better. No, probably not. So it's just printing now. I'm just going to move this out of the way real quick so it doesn't... I know I don't keep a very clean workspace. That's one of my flaws. Okay, so now that it's printed, you can see there's a dark yellow pattern right there, and that's where my board got printed off. So after that's done, I heat it up. Again, this is just to cure it, make sure it doesn't rub off on my board, make me annoyed getting yellow on my hands. And putting this up here tends to heat it up pretty fast, so I don't need to do that a whole lot. And then it's nice and toasty. And at this point, what I'll do is I'll take little scrap pieces like I showed you earlier on and kind of place them around where the end board is going to be. And then I'll take my real board, the one that I'm printing on, I'll put it exactly where, or I'll try and align it up in the center of where this is going to be. So, take a nice piece of tape, and then I tape it down. And then I get my board in position. It's still very warm, so you'll notice that I'm kind of keeping my distance. There you go. And then once I just double check that the alignment's all good, I just tape a small portion of it down. Just a tiny bit. On both sides, just so that when I heat it up, it's not going to warp out of place, it's not going to slip and hit the print heads. So it's all taped down, nice and secure now. Then, go back to my printer, do the exact same thing. Just print, make sure that the settings are all correct. Premium presentation, best photo, no high speed, no edge smoothing, and black grayscale. Okay, print, and prints. Now again, it just gets stored in the printer's memory. So again, it does its thing. Now, I've noticed that if I heat it up too much, the print goes right on top, and it doesn't smooth out a little, and so I get tiny little gaps, horizontal gaps. And so I like to heat it up a little, but not too much. There we go. So, yeah, that seems about right. And then I just put it into the print position right here, hold it down, and hit print. So it prints the first that little tiny line. And then it actually prints the actual board. So you can see my entire table shaking a little from the print head moving back and forth. Lamp moving too. Okay, so the board is printed. You see it there. And then what I do, heat gun it. So again, I use the heat gun, solidify all the traces. Make sure I get everything nice and good on there. Usually I know it's time to stop when the cellophane tape melts. Yeah, and it's nice and toasty now. And from this point, all it is a matter of tossing it into the etchant. Sometimes I'll inspect it just to make sure that the print got perfectly aligned. In this case, it looks like everything is good, and I'll be ready to print. So, if you want, I'll probably be recording this immediately after to add in the results, but etching usually takes quite a long time, as most of you will probably already know. And until my next time, this is it then. See ya.